Okay. Hi, Chris.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay. So today, let us go through this one job role from Amazon Web Services. So the role title is Senior Migration Solutions Architect, Enterprise Transformation. Okay. Basically, what they are saying, AWS partner solution architects in many ways act as strategic keystone, bringing together several distinct groups with AWS and support AWS partners. The, you are the if you are taking this job, you will be the solution architect, which is
Okay.
called AWS partner solution architect. Your role, okay.
Okay.
Uh, what you are going to do? You are going to bring a lot of solutions, new solutions, updates, all these things, latest solutions to AWS partners. Let us say, if I'm running a company, my company will tie up with AWS as technology partner, and AWS is going to provide like you experts to demonstrate the latest solutions, how to simplify my IT life cycle to perform the business solutions easily, and those can be demonstrated by you under proof of concept activities. Okay, that's where they are expecting. Several distinct groups will be working with you, and you will be bringing a lot of solutions to them. This is a highly visibility role where you collaborate with and influence both external stakeholders and internal teams like sales and service engineering people. Amazon, AWS people, we have internal sales people also, and also technical people will be there, delivery teams will be there, multiple teams will be there. When you have multiple teams, you need to collaboratively work with them to provide competent solutions to the client. Client is AWS partners, support partners. Okay. Moreover, you can be part of a team that is redefining the enterprise IT industry. Uh, AWS is a leading and next paradigm shift in cloud computing and is looking for an experienced solution architect, for the role of senior migration partner solutions architect. This is the role they are offering. Okay, but you should be an experienced solution architect with a lot of knowledge on AWS services. Okay, now how? What are the activities you will be doing it? Through this role, you will become a trusted AWS technology architect, helping to develop and deliver on an migration strategy to support organizations as they transition to the cloud, working with key strategic and global consulting partners. Let us say in the earlier paragraph, we discussed about the AWS partners. For all those partners, you are supposed to provide AWS technology solutions for migration strategy, for setting up their applications in the cloud technology, all that kind of activities. So you will be working with the key strategic partners. So they are the key people for the AWS business. Okay, with partner development managers to create and present meaningful customer-facing architectures, widely varying size and complexity. Let us say what are those things actually. Let us say if they want multi-regional uh, deployments of the architecture, you take any e-commerce site. E-commerce site, if they want to deploy in different locations worldwide, you are supposed to provide that kind of architecture level solutions. And after providing architecture planning, you will have to provide the migration solutions also, how to transfer that applications into cloud technology. It means technically you should be a savvy, study the applications available at their legacy on-premises setup, and that need to be planned to migrate it and set up that applications in cloud. Okay, so here be a key member of a core team establishing customer migration best practices. So these best practices you need to utilize it, provide best solutions. Okay, it means
Okay.
you should have already experience. With that experience, you'll be providing these solutions. Okay, will drive revenue growth across broad set of customers by identifying and closing large-scale IT outsource renewals with the partners. Let us say AWS needs business also from the customers. How do they get business? Initially, you as an experienced solution architect, you are going to give demonstrations about what kind of services you can provide it through AWS, and they are going to coming forward for getting into a contract with AWS once they satisfy it upon your presentations, successful presentations. Okay, then their revenue will grow like that. Let us say this month one client is enrolled in, okay, as new partner for AWS. Then next month they will give another client. AWS is going to give you another client. You need to work with that client and get them enrolled as technology partners for long-term contract. What is the contract? The contract is nothing but utilization of the cloud technology for their business. Okay, you take any company like Best Buy or Target or any company. That company wanted to tie up with AWS means they will they'll have to understand what kind of solutions they are going to get in. Where you went to Best Buy and you were very well satisfied on the market tie up with AWS as partner client partner, and they will get into agreement also. When they get into agreement, what happens? AWS is going to selling the services like EC2, RDS, load balancer. So many services are, very well. You have practiced all of them, worked on them. So that billing is going to accelerate for AWS as a result. So you are responsible to build the revenue also, not only providing the solutions. Which you need to take forward the client strategy business. Will excel in collaboration with sales, pre-sales, service engineering, and delivery. So when you join there, they are going to collaborate you with sales and pre-sales people, service engineering, and delivery. These teams are going to work with you towards pushing you present as an expert, sales. Okay? So this one is you learn from the best and will capture and share best practice knowledge amongst the AWS solutions architect company. Basically, with your experience, you will be able to identify best practices also. Those best practices also you will be able to provide to the customers or is agreed enter into agreements. Will make the most out of great blend a global corporate company with a startup entrepreneur style. Let us say they will give new client. That new client you need to bring it into business. Then it is a kind of startup business for them with that client. That need to be accelerated by implementing a lot of solutions with that client. It is your responsibility. Okay, will be equipped to truly utilize your technical cloud expertise. Will provide you the right tools and continuous training. Basically, they will give you internal training also how to organize all these things. At the same time, they will utilize your experiences, AWS experiences, and guide you how to sell them to clients. So you need to prepare some presentation, like a proof of concept kind of things. Then you need to give presentation and get the contract with the client. This role you will need to be technically capable, enjoying learning and using technology in order to help colleagues and customers embrace and adopt that technology. Let us say whatever you are learning from the previous points, those you are transferring the knowledge to the team members also, overall the colleagues, and you are also going to upskill them. Okay? Be skilled at communicating technology strategies to customers in order to help colleagues and customers embrace and adopt new technology. Basically, whatever you are moving forward with new technology skills in AWS, new services, you are going to share that knowledge to not only the customer team, but colleagues also. The colleagues also gain benefits from your knowledge. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. You will also need to be proficient at interacting, communicating, partnering with other departments within the AWS, such as services teams, marketing, and professional services. So these are the supporting teams where you will have to work with them to grow the entire team. Okay. So this position may require traveling through 25% to meet partners and customers. Basically, you have to go to the customers also. Physically, you need to meet them, right? When you meet physically, they will understand it. Okay. So that's all about the role description. How you will be doing work, what kind of things are involved. The key responsibilities are you need to ensure success in building migrating applications, software, and services onto the AWS platform. Because one of the starting activities is migration of the applications. So you need to be savvy in that activity. That's where their expectation. Build repeatable mechanisms, architectures, solutions, and playbooks to enable faster, cheaper, predictable, and risk-free workload migration to AWS. One of your main activities to save cost to the customer. How are you going to save it? By implementing cheaper solutions, you will be saving money for them. When you save the money, what happens? They're going to invest more and more for cloud technology because
Right.
they're saving the budget, right?
Yes.
Define a technical on technology management strategy by engaging highly technical teams with AWS, other solution architects, technical account managers, professional services consultants, and consulting manager services partners to define migration pathways. It means all these teams, all these role people, you are supposed to interact with them, work with them to share the solutions, to prepare some kind of presentations for the clients and make proposals also. Okay, capture and share best practice knowledge among us AWS architects. Basically, we're going to work with community also in this. Guide and motivate development of white papers, data sheets, and other high-value customer-facing guidance and best practices. What is white paper? Are you aware of that?
Yes.
Let us say, can you tell me example?
Well, white paper is like some of the you go to the Amazon Web Service, Amazon site, and then you can see some solutions, some
Yes.
solutions on.
So you need to write such kind of white papers for their sites or for customers. So you have to study technology, new technology, and explain it how it can be utilized. Okay. Then data sheets are the collection of the data from the clients. What is their environments, what kind of applications they are running, what kind of technologies, databases, networks, all these things will be there in the data sheets about a client. The other high value customer facing guidance and best practices, obviously. Share customers' feedback to internal product management and engineers teams to help drive the feature of AWS. Work with the team to drive POCs to completion. See here, finally, your job is drive the proof of concept demonstrations. You know how the value of POCs? Demos.
E, what,
Huh?
what is the question?
My question is, do you know the value of POCs?
The value, yeah. So you proof. So you have to show like proof of concept of let's
Yes, obviously.
say, yeah.
Yes. Whatever activities they are supposed to do in future, now only you need to design, develop, and architect it and demonstrate to them samples. This is the work we are going to do. Our team is going to do, and you are going to get benefits. This is the cost savings you are going to get. All these justifications also will be there in the proof of concept demos.
Okay.
Work with the team to organize technical workshops and facilitate the sharing of knowledge across teams. Obviously, knowledge sharing is there by doing workshops, you can share it. Build deep relationships with decision makers within customer accounts to enable them to be cloud advocates. So basically, whatever solutions you are showing or whatever solutions client needs, you guys need to work like advocates. Advocate is he justifying it with proper best practices, proper implementation solutions. Okay.
Okay.
Strategy and innovation. Articulate business industry fundamentals, a return on investment, ROI is return on investment, and total cost of ownership, cost benefit analysis. This is the one of the main role of senior architect. He is responsible to do this kind of activities also because they need to show the costing to the client first thing once the architecture is designed. It okay. Understand regulations and operational excellence.
What
So
what is what's
regulatory
it?
compliance like
What
healthcare domain areas there means HIPAA will be there. Example like that for banking sites, SOX is there. Such kind of regulatory compliances programs are there with AWS. Those you need to understand and align to the client's requirements. You tell me,
I was asking at TCO. What is TCO?
which one?
TCO.
TCO is total cost of ownership.
Okay, total cost of ownership.
Total
Okay.
cost of ownership is like you are asking them to migrate one e-commerce application. You need to give return on investment of that application cloud cost and total cost of ownership, how much it costs total from migration to the running the systems, all that. Then cost benefit analysis. Is it going to give benefits? What kind of benefits it is going to give comparatively with the legacy systems running at on-premises
Okay.
because you're shifting them from on-premises to cloud. When you move it to cloud, you need to give all these things as solution architect. Okay,
Okay.
right. So technology breadth, like you need to be depth solution expert. What you need to demonstrate architectural best practices applied across a breadth of technologies to solve organizational problems. Let us say if you have a particular best practices, okay, now you are using a automation, IAC. If they are migrating the systems. So initially you are going to give some implement some best practices like under IT governance. Now the standard is you need to use some particular EC tools. This is the standard. You define it. You design it. Now in every Terraform script, there should be a common template to launch that particular EC2 only. This is one of the best practices you are going to implement it across the project solutions for your teams and for them also. So it means there is one standard you designed it that you designed it as the best practice. Now let us say no networking you are taking it. Networking peering, the benefit of peering you are going to explain to them how you can do it in the back end, how you can secure the intranet sites by putting the servers in the back end, private servers as a private servers. All those best practices you are going to list them. You are going to write and like a best practices manual. You are going to develop it. Those are the practices your team and client teams also need to follow it. You are going to dictate all those things. You got it?
Yes, sir.
So, articulate views, roadmaps for future development, and understand the interaction between infrastructure, operations, and development. You know, infra people are mm, system admin, database administrators, uh, uh, other roles people also will be there, like deployment engineers. So when it comes to the operations, you'll have network operations, you'll have service operations, all those people. Then development team, you know, developers. So these teams, you need to interact, you need to show it to them the best practices benefits, and the ROI also you need to show return on investment. Okay, so this is the overall picture of the role performance and expectations also from AWS. Okay, that's all. Let us talk about open discussion.